Okay, hi. Wait, how do I start this? Hey, it's me, Nicole. What's up? It's your boy. Oh my god, what am I doing? Serious.
No jokes. Okay.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and this is my first vlog on TubeTube. My channel page might be sort of chaotic until I figure out what I want to do, but hopefully I should have some time to upload. Describing yourself into camera is so awkward. I like reading. I'm literally always tired. I'm into... oh my god, what do I like? I like comics and photography. I'm kind of boring. But I hope I can make some not so boring stuff. There's actually something really big I want to talk about in another video. It's pretty much a big part of me, so I'll probably record that video next. Subscribe. Peace.
My username is weblurknerd. I started archiving Nicole's channel page when I came across her in 2007, a year after she started uploading. I remembered watching her introduction video. Something about it didn't sit right with me.
How do I start this?
She seemed nice, a
Hey,
little
it's me,
awkward,
Nicole.
but I was willing to chalk that up to the medium she chose to express herself through. And she really did express herself. She was always learning something, trying to find a way to stand out and entertain. She never really knew me beyond a screen name. She called me Blurk. And I didn't truly know her either, just the persona she displayed in her videos. But she lived in my state, and, well, after a couple years of watching someone, you start to feel like you do sort of know them. And embarrassing as it is to admit, you feel like old friends. Like old friends. You miss them when they're gone. She never did any collabs with any other TubeTuber. All her vlogs were recorded by herself, and she seemed happy enough that way. Besides, she was in high school at the time, so it was probably better for her to stay away from weirdos online. But something was uncomfortable about her videos. At first I thought it was the jarring transitions and glitches. She said her camera and desktop setup gave her a lot of trouble, and it shows. But there was something more. Nicole was right. There was something being kept hidden. Something that was a big part of her. But by the time people started realizing it, the follow-up video was deleted. I don't know if she deleted it, or if it was removed from the site by a moderator. I never even saw it. But it feels like a crucial puzzle piece was destroyed, and how many others would vanish the same way? So I started archiving. Turns out it was the right move if I wanted to solve anything. She continued to make videos until around 2009. Many of her videos contained these puzzle pieces, and every time someone pointed them out, that piece would be lost without warning. Before the channel page closed down, and Nicole disappeared completely. She only had a couple hundred subscribers. There wasn't exactly outcry over her deletion. I wonder sometimes if I'm the only one who still remembers her and her old videos. I have them on my external hard drive. They sat there for years. It frustrated me, because I knew I was missing so many pieces. But after going through them again with a fresh mind, I genuinely think I might have enough to work with. I've come upon a lot of info about this stranger just from keeping and examining this archive. And something is, well, I'm hesitant to use the word, but haunting. Something is haunting this girl. The question is, what's next? Like, is she okay? I only have bits and pieces of information, but what do you do with information you were never supposed to have? It's Blurk again, and I've been an idiot. This entire time I've been getting so caught up in the weird things in the backgrounds and sometimes foregrounds of these videos, I've dissected them frame by frame. I've looked at the audio waveforms even. I spent so long caught up in the shadows and secrets since the disappearance. I realized I'd been looking at her videos, but I hadn't been watching them. Nicole started posting to TubeTube in 2006, she and her channel page disappeared 3 years later. 3 years of videos, that's 3 years of weird glitches and shadows in every single video. The shadow was there from the launch of her channel page, but I have reason to believe that it hasn't always been there, and my source for that is her old selfies video. In sharing old selfies, Nichole reacts to old pictures of herself from middle school. I went ahead and screenshotted all the selfies shown in the video, and there are 6 that she shares total, 4 from 2003 onward. But the 2 before 2003? No shadow. There's nothing screwed up or creepy in these pictures. It could be a coincidence, but every time, and I mean every time she made a video, it would be there, somewhere. And in the other 4 photos, look, shadow, 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 and even in this one right over here, a creepy shadow. So what does this mean? I have no idea. Maybe nothing. But I think something happened between the August 02 and December 03 photos. The photo from December got me thinking though. She was in middle school band or something in this picture. Funny part is the uniform colors are kind of familiar. I think I got lucky, somehow. I found a puzzle piece, because I realized Nichole may have gone to the same middle school as my sister Sam at the time. Now, my sister wasn't in band, but she's definitely still in contact with her friend Jake, who was. So I'm gonna see if I can ask him some stuff. Expect updates. Okay, I hit record, so we're just gonna start. Thank you for joining me today, Jake. So you were in band at middle school?
I was, yeah, I played trumpet.
And you knew Nichole?
I mean, I saw her sometimes, but it was years ago.
Oh.
She was the year below me, I think. We never really talked. I couldn't even tell you what she played. The most I know about her was through Emily.
Well, okay, who was Emily?
We, dated for a couple months. She played different stuff in the percussion section.
Yeah, sure. How do you say she knew Nichole?
She and Nichole were in the same friend group, but she stopped hanging out with them when they got into weird stuff.
What kind of weird stuff?
I don't know. There were just these rumors spreading around the time that they were doing sacrifices to the devil or something.
Oh, wow, that's,
Yeah, we were kind of assholes back then. I can't believe a rumor like that even caught any momentum. I'm gonna turn my cam off if you're not gonna turn yours on, dude.
Yeah, for sure. So, I actually just got Sam's yearbook here. Have you looked up Nichole?
Only because of this interview thing. If you're looking for band pics, you're out of luck, though.
Is she not listed in band?
She's listed, but it was a popularity thing. If you wanted to be remembered in the yearbook, you had to know people in yearbook. Photographers and all that.
Huh. You know, with her interest in photography, I'm a bit surprised that she wasn't in your book.
Her class picture is there, though.
Let's see.
I sent you her name already, so...
No shadow.
What does that mean?
When were these class pictures taken? This yearbook is from 2003, so picture date maybe would have been in the spring then?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Thanks, Jake. You've actually helped me a lot. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye. I looked up the Emily Jake was talking about in the yearbook. I was able to contact her on Facebook, and she actually gave me the names of the girls from the old friend group she and Nichole were a part of. I looked up each of them in the yearbook, and I combed Facebook for their profiles. There were a total of 6 girls, including Emily and Nichole. Of the remaining 4, I was only able to find 2 active profiles, and I messaged them both, but one of them was willing to do a speak-type call with me. So, I'm gonna cut, and we'll be right back.
It was nothing demonic. I mean, it was technically a sacrificial group ritual, and I know that sounds bad, but it wasn't like with demons or anything. It was just us talking and making wishes. We drew out the stuff we wanted. There was like some group meditation thing, and then a bonfire in Casey's backyard. We made s'mores, and then we burned our drawings. It was actually a pretty standard slumber party.
So wait, what were you all wishing for?
Oh, it was middle school. I really couldn't tell you. It was little things like getting on teams and joining cliques, probably.
Oh, okay, what did you wish for?
It's corny, but true love. It sounds simple, but at the time, it felt like something that would never happen to me.
Well, did you ever find it?
Yeah, I really think so.
You think it worked out for the others like it worked out for you then?
Maybe. I can't speak for anyone, though.
Are you still in contact with any of the others still?
I have Casey added on Faceblog. She asked us to stay in contact in case we need reversals, but we never talk. And I have Nicole's number, but we don't hang out much.
Wait, you have Nicole's number? When was the last time you spoke to her?
We grabbed lunch together a couple months ago, but that doesn't happen very often. Why?
Abigail, could I trouble you for that number?
Are you trying to get a date or something?
I just have so many questions for her. I can't thank you enough for trusting me to have this conversation right now, and I get if it'd be uncomfortable. If it'd be better, maybe you could just call her. Help me set up to meet her in a coffee shop or something. Please.
Look, I'll call her. I'll see if she'll be comfortable setting something up. I can't make any promises, though.
Thank you, Abby.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on a call back from Abigail. Or Nicole, or hell, anyone at this point. I'm lost. Every lead I had only got me so far, and now I'm just waiting. Idle hands means nothing gets done, though, so... I guess we could just go through what we know so far. In software engineering, when there's a problem or something that you're missing, there's a technique known as the rubber duck method. That is, repeating your process aloud for a third party so you might be able to catch your own mistake. I figure I have to be missing something here, and if I go over everything, maybe I can figure it out. Maybe I can catch my mistake. So, here we go. My timeline. Nicole was in middle school, and something happened between August 02 and December 03. Some sort of sacrificial ritual, and that's the direct quote, which would mean that this is a ritual planned by a group of 5 middle school girls, maybe? I think it's 5. During this ritual, Abigail said she wished for true love, and that everyone's wishes were middle school stuff, like popularity or whatever. I have no idea what any of the others wished for, especially Nicole. Maybe Abigail's wish was the only real normal one. Maybe the others wished for darker things like power or revenge or I don't know. What do preteens wish for? What's the biggest event happening in a preteen's life other than exams or social isolation? And then Nicole took the selfies for the sharing old selfies video between December 03 and September 04. And then in 2006, Nicole would have entered high school. And that's when she started the channel page, which lasted all the way until 2009, which meant next, Nicole's channel page disappeared. Videos went down one at a time until the whole channel page was left empty. Eventually, the account was terminated. Maybe she purposely took it all down. Maybe it was getting flagged. What if the group saw Nicole bringing attention to this haunting thing, and they reported her videos? It would explain the termination, but the videos were dropping like flies off the page, and I was still able to save most of them before they disappeared, while a takedown probably would have been more sudden. Either way, that is, Nicole, hasn't remained in contact with anyone from the original group except for Abigail. She lost contact with most of her friends from the original group. maybe she disappeared then? Maybe the group excommunicated her or something. Maybe this thing follows and haunts her because of that ritual thing and she wanted out. Maybe they had a middle school fight over something trivial like middle schoolers do and no one even remembers it. Or maybe they all just went to different high schools. I have no idea. I have no way to know. In 2009, I archived as much as I could, and by 2010, I started going through the archive. I took a break in 2012, and I started again in 2018. And that's when I got lucky, and I contacted Jake, a friend of my sister Sam who went to the same school as Nicole. And he didn't know her personally or much at all, but he could offer names of people who did, and from there I was able to get into contact with Abigail, who has contact with Nicole. And that leaves us here, waiting. All this information about someone, and there's no way to get any more, or any more chances. I'd have to drop it all after coming this far. There was no point in rubber ducking if I can't find the part I overlooked or the mistake. The reversal thing that Abigail mentioned, maybe there's something big to that. Have the others done reversals? Has anyone in the group needed them? What kinds of things did they ask for? If this ritual had anything to do with the shadow figure always in the backgrounds, why? Abigail asked for true love? That sounds so much more aligned to the wishes of a preteen, but what could Nicole have wished for? Why would it result in a haunting? Why would anyone want that? It doesn't line up, and I've seen so many of her old videos. I've pulled them apart bit by bit. I know so much about her, and this makes no sense. She's into photography, she's funny, she plays the keyboard, and she's never owned a pet. She loves jazz, even though she's super embarrassed about it. Her favorite color is navy, and her favorite snack is s'mores, but she hates uncooked marshmallows, of which she can fit 19 in her mouth. She was in school band, played for a fundraiser. She would vent about her problems with test scores and teachers. She had trouble with calculus and trouble keeping friends. I swear it feels like I've known her personally for the last decade. Where would she have gone? I just want to know. Where'd I make a mistake? It's been a couple months since I last spoke to Abigail, and I'm gonna just be honest, I had a feeling things wouldn't work out. Asking for her friend's number out of the blue was a bad idea, but I know if I'd explained myself, it wouldn't have come across much better. After all, I'm a total stranger to this girl. I'm definitely not owed any answers or response. If anything, I'm worried. Looking back, I haven't exactly been making good choices. She disappeared for a reason, and here I've been sharing these videos that she probably wanted gone for good. But, someone else actually reached out to me recently, however. Of the two profiles that I found in the Facebook search, Casey finally saw my message and even found my channel page revolving around this whole mystery. And I'm realizing there's a chance then Nicole could find it too. And to put it bluntly, I feel like a real creep. I've been exposing more and more personal information about someone, while I've been sitting here with a voice changer since the beginning. Which kinda just screams scumbag. I thought about deleting the previous videos I posted, but I worried after the attention they received there'd be a chance it could blow up even further out of control. Casey told me something about a reversal, similar to what Abigail was talking about. Some reversal thing to the ritual that they did when they were kids. We spoke on the phone briefly. I wish I got it recorded, but she wasn't comfortable with her voice being featured on my channel page, and I can't say I really blame her for that. But, she mentioned that she and some of the other girls have been trying to contact Nicole for years about this, trying to get her to do some sort of reversal or unbinding, or whatever the shadow thing is. I don't know if it's a demon or something. None of them are actually certain. Either way, the only one of the group who ever had any luck in keeping contact with Nichole was Abigail, who long gave up on convincing her of anything. And I may have just ruined that. I don't get it. I don't understand why you would allow yourself to be haunted by something when you have the chance to make it stop. I can't imagine living a life always being followed. To have a chance to fix everything and not take it. I don't know. She's okay. That's all I can offer is information. I don't know if I'll be updating the series anymore. I feel pretty scummy just keeping it up, so I guess this is it. This is the... Wait. What?
Feels weird to say, but, hi. This is Nichole. Well, obviously. Kinda weird it went down like this, or, is going down like this. So, hi, Blurk. TubeTube was a certain phase in my life. An important one, and I guess I never gave a proper goodbye. I don't know how many people out there even remember me, but from all of Blurk's, investigating, I guess, it seems like more people know about me now than ever before. Crazy. Kinda hard to process even. Definitely weird to see pictures of you all over someone's desktop. I don't hold it against Blurk. They weren't the first to be curious, and I'll bet they won't be the last. It's seldom worth explaining. Folks rarely accept it when they're shown. I'm gonna ramble a bit and send the footage back over to Blurk to edit and upload, so, I wanna be careful with names. I don't know if she was my friend, and she loved tennis like it was her entire life. Said it was something she did as a kid with her mother before she passed away. I think she played it to feel close to her again. She wasn't very good, but it meant a lot to her. Funny enough, she got a full scholarship after high school on her skill alone, and she's pretty worldly because of it, travels all over the place to compete. As for, she was so kind, but very reserved. I remember she cared a lot about getting over her shyness. Ended up speaking at our graduation, and even won the talent show at the end of the year playing violin in front of the entire school. I still remember it. The group didn't really talk anymore, but we were so proud of her. Last I checked, she was on tour. And Abby, who was the one to give me Blurk's speak type handle, she's married now. We catch up every once in a while. Her wife rehabilitates and cares for injured pigeons. It's super sweet, actually. As for me, this is a little bit of a tangent, but bear with me. Around middle school was when my parents finally got a divorce. It was for the better. I thought I could tell anyways. But I don't know. I was just starting to become a teenager. It felt like everything was falling apart. Dad started a new family pretty quick. And I stayed with my mother, but things were different. I felt like I couldn't rely on anyone. Anyway, that's around the time the night terrors started too. Probably out of stress or something. I started seeing a figure in my room at night. Tall, long arms. Well, I guess you know already. And I saw other really awful things. I missed out on a lot of sleep for a handful of years. While I sat in my friend's basement, the group started doing it really sounds bad when I call it the ritual, but it was so harmless. Sloppy, too. But I remember we were really putting our hearts into it.
I had trouble focusing at the time. I was exhausted. I didn't know what I wanted. I wanted to sleep, but I didn't know the right phrasing that could offer me a lifetime of happiness. I was 13 for crying out loud. My friends were drawing pictures. I didn't really know it was a part of what we were doing. I was telling them about the stuff I saw at night, even drawing a rough concept of the figure in the corner. It took me a long time to really understand it, but I did get what I wished for. And I'm sorry, Blurk. But even if I spell out all the things I like and dislike on TubeTube, time passes, people change, and you never really knew the actual me. There's no way you could have. No one did, except, well, once we got to know each other, things clicked. I'm not used to talking about him to people. He's curious, imitative. He's fascinated by photography. That's actually why I decided to pick it up so long ago. I could sleep again too, and I felt protected everywhere I went. It's been, like you said, Blurk, over a decade. So much has happened. He protected me when I needed it, kept me company, made me smile when I thought I couldn't. You know, what friends do. Blurk, at some point you called it a haunting, and some people have used the word cursed, and that doesn't seem... I'm not either of those things. I'm just never really alone. And that's what I wanted most. Everyone who finds out about him wants to get rid of him. But surely you understand that after a decade with someone, to give up your best friend, I've no interest in saying goodbye. But I figure maybe if I cave in and just say it once and for all, maybe some people understand. Most don't, but maybe some will. Anyway, thanks, TubeTube. Peace.